Welcome to another exciting podcast adventure.
Welcome to this edition of the Afro Sports Podcast. My name is Daniel Okwe, aka Eyewitness. From Lilongwe to Eldoret, from Kigali to Kampala, we bring you sports news and events from across the continent. This week, we start off in Lilongwe for the 2025 Netball Africa Cup.
We know Uganda will make you work all day long on that netball court. We knew we had to come in strong.
We're in Eldoret for the 2025 Kipchumba Karori International Tournament.
This year's tournament, cash awards have been increased and it has attracted big teams. So you see the champion in Uganda will be here to fight with the Kenyan.
We make a big stopover in Kigali, where Gisagara Volleyball Club picked their first silverware of the season.
Good impact, powering through the tackle. Michael Wokorach.
We wind up in Kampala, where two-time African champion Michael Wokorach calls it quit.
Hit Web Radio.
Find us on www.afrosports, on YouTube, on X, and occasionally on Facebook.
It's a brand new sound for radio.
We start off in Lilongwe, where Spar Proteas were crowned 5-time African netball champions. South Africa's Spar Proteas once again proved their dominance on the continent after defeating Uganda She Cranes 56-34 in the final of the 2025 African Netball Cup on Sunday in Lilongwe, Malawi. The Spar Proteas retained their title and becoming record 5-time champions. In the men's category, South African men, the Proteas also came on top. Spar Proteas head coach Jenny vDyk praised both her team and their Ugandan opponents.
We know Uganda will make you work all day long on that netball court. We knew we had to come in strong. We knew that this game will be won in the circle. So we had a very good look at how they do things different within their circle without Mary being here for this tournament. They did a formidable job considering that fact. And they really made us work extremely hard. So thank you to Uganda for a great match. And well done to Team South Africa.
The final placing for the women: number 1, South Africa; number 2, Uganda; Zimbabwe, Malawi, Kenya, Botswana, Namibia; and number 8, Tanzania. In the men's classification, South Africa came top, Zimbabwe second, Eswatini were third, Kenya, Uganda, Botswana, and Malawi followed suit.
New and exciting.
Lots of volleyball events happened in Kenya. The Kenya National Volleyball League and the Youth Olympic Games took center stage. Denis Barasa checks in.
The first leg of the Kenya Volleyball Federation Women's League season 2025-2026 concluded with matches being played at the Nyayo Stadium in Nairobi. DCI lead the table 9 points, followed by Post Bank with the same points but different set threshold. Kenya Prison sits third, while Kenya Defence Force KDF sits fourth place. The defending champions Kenya Pipeline, they ranked number 5, while the Kenya Cup champions KCB, they ranked number 6 on the table. On the bottom of the table, we have the Rocky team, Kenyatta University. On Saturday night, Falme and KPA outsider Denis launched his book, Game of Grit. The book is not just about volleyball. It's all about ups and downs, challenges, opportunities, setbacks that every athlete go through faces before achieving a dream. The book is worth reading and it's going for just 1,000 bob. In Angola, Kenya was presented by young boys and girls in beach games. The team did so well although we not finished the podium. The team was ranked 4th place in both boys and girls, and the team jetted back in the country yesterday.
New and exciting.
In Eldoret, over 150 teams from across the East African countries will converge for the Kipchumba Karoli International Volleyball Tournament that will take place from 19th to 21st December at Eldoret Polytechnic in Eldoret City. 1 million shillings is at stake for the winner of each category. Event coordinator Paul Bitok weighs in.
The draws will be done on Thursday. Then again on Friday morning, we'll be also having an opening ceremony before we kick off our matches. So we are expecting a lot of competition. This year, our patron increased the cash awards. Senior will be going home with 1 million. Second runners up, 500, 300, 200 in that order. He also managed to get sponsor to give out sponsorship for the other categories. That is Sportybet, who will also be helping us also to pay those other categories, that is universities and self-supporting. So this year we are ready as a Kenya Volleyball Federation to host this tournament in a different way, in a better way. And with my team here, local organized committee have done a very good job. And I believe that in Eldoret, we are going to enjoy. We are going to give them that entertainment. So we welcome everyone to be part of this international Karori tournament in Eldoret. This year's tournament, cash awards have been increased and it has attracted big teams. So you see the champion in Uganda will be here to fight with the Kenyan. We have also those teams which didn't participate last year from the Kenya Volleyball Federation, and this year all of them have already registered. So in the senior category we have a maximum of 16 teams, and last year it was less, we had 12 teams. And then the interesting part is the primary school. After being given a chance or being sponsored by the patron, we have more than 40 teams from the school category. And last year we had less than 20 in the school category. So I believe that this is the right thing the patron has done for us, because our aim in this tournament is to nurture talent. And when we have 8 years, 10 years, 12 years, boys and girls coming to participate in this tournament, it's a good motivation for them and future. And also, when you are given good, what we call cash awards, this will motivate the players to come and fight for this cash, and it will increase also our level in Kenyan Volleyball Federation as we are preparing for the African Cup of Nations, which is coming next year. We are hosting the African Cup of Nations and qualifying for the Olympics. So it will be part of the preparation for us also for next year's African Championship. Also, we have the Club Championship and Zone 5 in February and May. So this kind of international competition that we have in this tournament will help them to be exposed and to have that exposure and experience when they play an international matches.
Hit Web Radio.
In Kigali, last week CAVB, the African Volleyball Confederation, confirmed that Kigali will host the 2026 African Men's Championship that will be held in April and May 2026. Also in Kigali, there was a big tournament, the BK Arena Cup 2025, where police women won the ladies' title after a 3-0 win over Amiside APR. Gisagara Volleyball Club also defeated APR 3-0 to take home 2.5 million Rwandese francs. Head coach Lawrence Yakan explains.
And it really went well for us, Yeah, there are top 4 teams of the league that qualified for this tournament, and we played the semi-finals against Police and managed to overcome them. Then the finals was against APR. Yeah, we really needed to prove something to APR this time, because in the league we played against them, and the way they played against us that time was really tough. So when we came back this time, we had already organized ourselves very well. We We know how we're going to play them, what strategies they're using. We already had a plan for them, so we had to overcome them during the finals. But I'm really glad that the boys did well. The players are really on form. They did everything that they're supposed to do. Yeah, we managed to contain the pressure from APR because most of our departments all worked. Because the last time we played against them, many departments didn't work, like our service, our reception at some point failed. Our block wasn't functioning, but mainly our service didn't work. And with APR, if you don't have a good service, usually you have a very good setup, so you can make the game become easier for them. It really feels good to be a champion again. Like it's my first tournament this season. But from the pre-season was just pre-season. So official tournament, I think this is the first, and we have managed to make it.
Kepler also had a stellar performance, winning bronze at the inaugural BK Arena Championship. Head coach Jean-Patrick Ndaki weighs in.
Very nice tournament. We finished third. It's not the position we were hoping for, but finishing with a great victory over Police was a positive result, especially since we were testing a certain number of tactical adjustment. About this season, we are only halfway through. So far, we are doing well, thank God. We will continue working hard to achieve the goal we have set for ourselves. It's not easy, the league is improving. There are a lot of competition ahead, so we will keep pushing, working hard to really achieve our goal.
New and exciting.
We're in Kampala.
Had good impact, powering through the tackle. Michael Wokorach.
A testimonial match in honor of Uganda's finest rugby player, Michael Wokorach, is scheduled for Saturday, 20th December 2025 at Chadondo Rugby Club. Lucy Ssuubi, a rugby fanatic, breaks down how the Saturday event will run.
So it's a big thing, not only for Chadondo Rugby Club, but Ugandan rugby as a whole, because he's been phenomenal. He has served on both ends, both for the club and both for the country, the national team. So come this weekend, we call upon everyone to come through. Let's celebrate Michael. Michael has been inspiration to different people, to the fans, to the players, administration. He's featured as a player, as a fan, as an administrator on different platforms, So let's be there. Let's celebrate with him, as he calls it, a wrap for his rugby career. Yeah, so entrance will be 10,000 over the weekend. Yeah, there will be shirts on sale as well. Everything will be up on social media, up and running. So we urge everyone to come through.
The testimonial match will feature two exciting teams, the Brothers in Arms versus the Ugandan All Stars. We caught up with Michael Gonya Wokorach.
It has been a decision that I've had to take. It's not a very simple one, because I'm retiring from a sport I have loved, a sport that has changed my life, a sport that has put me where I am. Having first picked a ball in 2002, and here I am after about 23 years retiring from the sport. So this means a lot to me, and it's definitely emotional for me, because I love the sport with all my heart, and it's a sport that has done so much for me as a person, and also for the rugby community that has seen me play to the highest level. So it's an emotional one for me to officially say I am done with the sport. It's something that I never ever imagined would happen, because I thought I would play the sport for the rest of my life. But there comes a time in life when you have to accept that maybe certain things you have to let go of them, and maybe focus on other things in life. So yeah, it means it's a tough situation for me, but then I also I appreciate the sport and I cherish it, because it has opened doors, so many doors for me. So yeah, and then the legacy I leave behind, definitely having captain Uganda, both the 15s and the 7s, and the mentorship. I think so many players look up to me. I've mentored so many of them, and they take me as role models. So I know I'm leaving behind a good legacy, and most of the players will definitely try and achieve what I've achieved, because I have been in the sport for the longest of my time, and also players have seen me for the longest. I've played in 3 different generations, so it's something that they'll look up to and might be in future want to play and last longer like I have done. So yeah, memorable moments in the rugby cranes. I think 2022 was my most memorable year. We won the African Cup. We won the African Cup at Chadondo. We went on into the World Cup, winning the ball. We went on into the Commonwealth, putting up a very good performance. So for me, 2022 was my best year of rugby ever, and I think some of the players can attest to that also, that they had very fond memories of 2022. But also 2015, when we led Uganda to qualify for back to the 1A, because at that time we had been relegated to 1C. But luckily enough, the tournament was the teams were increased to 8, and we got a chance to get back to 1B. But we had to qualify to go back to 1A. So we had a very good tournament at Chadondo, and I remember I scored about 3 tries against Botswana in that last game that got us qualification into the 1A. What is next for Chadondo? Am I going to fulfill a managerial position? For now, I can't comment on that, but Chadondo has very good structures, and I will still want to be part of the structure. I have been the club captain for some time, and I've been a committee member for some time. So probably I would say something could come up, but for now, I just want to enjoy my time and focus on my work, and also focus on my life outside rugby. Thank you.
Wokorach retires at the time when his stats were looking very fantastic. He had 54 test caps for the national team, 11 league titles with Athens Rugby Club, 7 Uganda Rugby Cup titles, 6 Uganda 7 titles, 4 Commonwealth Games appearances, 2 Rugby Sevens World Cup appearances, and African champion twice.
New and exciting.
That's all we had time for this week. We want to thank all our contributors and you for downloading and listening to the podcast. Follow me on Facebook and X, Daniel Okwe. Subscribe and hit the notification bell on YouTube, Daniel Okwe. Join us next week for more African sports stories.
Simply the best.
Daniel Okwe, aka Eyewitness.